You know what would be something? If I knew that what was in this bottle was actually what my body needs.
If it was developed by on-staff scientists
in collaboration with leading nutrition researchers
and experts
who created specialized formulas for each of your cell's unique needs.
And continually improve those formulas with new research.
If they went out of their way sourcing quality ingredients your body can easily use.
Manufacturing products within their own state-of-the-art facility.
To maintain purity and potency throughout the entire process.
They'd be trusted by more elite athletes than any other nutritional supplement company in the world.
Now, imagine if they took a holistic approach to nutrition, researching, testing, and developing more than just supplements. Now that would be something.
A nootropic is any substance or supplement that's used to enhance memory or other cognitive functions.
Reveal your youthful radiance with Celavive's new hydrating and lifting sheet mask. The only mask featuring USANA Incelligence technology and our most advanced botanical blend. Hydrate, lift, smooth, retexturize, all in one convenient mask. Celavive's exclusive cell signaling complex enhances cellular communication and helps support your body's own natural lipid production for noticeably plumper, younger-looking skin. Fabulous, honey. And so simple. Start by removing the mask from its package and gently unfold. Apply the mask starting at the top of your face and aligning the eye and mouth areas. Relax and enjoy 20 minutes of me time. Then, carefully remove and pat the remaining serum into your skin. Voila! And you can do it anytime. We recommend at least 2 to 3 times per week. Adding it to your existing skincare regimen is so easy. Step 1. Remove your makeup. Cleanse and tone your skin. Apply your sheet mask. Take 20 minutes to relax. Remove the sheet mask and pat the excess serum into your skin, face, neck, shoulders. Indulge. Apply vitalizing serum and hydrating eye essence. Seal in all those benefits with our powerful moisturizers. Then admire your glow. That's it. Easy, right? Celavive's Hydrating and Lifting Sheet Mask, only from USANA.
I'm Dr. Jennifer Lee. I'm a board-certified dermatologist, and I specialize in all things skin-related. So I love the Celavive Exfoliating Scrub and Mask. This is a really special product. It's a dual-action, 2-in-1 scrub plus mask. So it has the ability to gently exfoliate your skin, but it also has ingredients that help fight environmental and pollution, stressors on the skin. I brought it with me abroad when I was traveling through China, and we were walking around the city all day long, sunscreen, grimy, feeling like the city pollution. So I actually use the Scrub Plus mask every night before going to bed. Never felt overly dry. It felt great, actually. I couldn't wait to use it every night. The Scrub Plus mask beads are really, really fine. I usually do it in the shower and kind of do this circular motion. I pay closer attention to like my T-zone, around the nose, my chin, where I always break out. Then you rinse it off and your skin feels really smooth and silky. The Scrub Plus mask can also be used for the mask capability. This could be part of maybe like your weekend self-care routine, or if you just feel like you want a deeper cleanse. I think by leaving the mask on for a longer period of time, it allows the charcoal, the clay-based ingredients to really soak in and have time to bind to pollutants and help purify the skin. The Scrub Plus mask is the ultimate multitasker that I personally love, and I think to have 2-in-1 is awesome.
The healthiest, most energetic, most youthful you is right here, in your cells. They're coated with the power to create vibrant health. We've learned how to nourish them with good food and good nutritional supplements. But did you know that as your cells work for you and fight for you in countless astonishing ways, they're communicating? So, what if you could speak this cellular language? What if the next generation of nutritional supplements could signal your body to be its best? In short, what if you could talk to your cells? Think about it, because now you can, with Incelligence, only from USANA.
Meet your ethics and education team. We work across the globe to help you create an ethical USANA business and share your story with the world. When you started with USANA, you received the policies and procedures tailored to fit your market. They detail appropriate income, lifestyle, and product claims, and best practices for selling. Our team has compiled these resources so you can quickly and easily find the information you need. USANA operates with integrity and excellence, and our team monitors online retailers to protect independent business owners and the USANA brand. We work with the USANA business owners to help align their message with our standards to ensure the foundation of a successful ethical business. We bring the USANA policies and procedures to life on social media and the hub through comics, videos, and colorful graphics. Participate in discussion and contest on our Facebook page and other social media channels. You can also access important training materials and our learning management system on the hub under Ethics and Education in the training section. As your partner in business, we are here to help. You're driven in your entrepreneurial goals, and we hold ourselves to the same standards. Send us a message at ethics@usanainc.com anytime you have questions about operating your business.
Why sports? It just feels good because I get to do what I love so much, and it brings me so much happiness that can never be compared to anything else. And above all things, I get to inspire a lot of people. I couldn't choose a different life out of this.
It's a funny story actually. I only joined volleyball to avoid cadet training. Eventually, I liked the transition from basketball to volleyball. So, nadalian ako sa mga footsteps at sa footwork.
At first, I started with swimming, and then I did fun runs and running. And then with triathlon, it was that sport that gave me an opportunity to represent the country, to fulfill my dream of becoming a national athlete and to compete in the Southeast Asian Games, and different kinds of competitions all over the world.
Nagustuhan ko na yung volleyball. And then tuloy-tuloy na there were lots of opportunities, lots of doors that opened for me. And eventually, after hard work and perseverance, I'm here playing for the national team, for the Philippines.
So for us athletes, sports is important because it gives us an opportunity to be a better person.
To be physically and mentally prepared is important for us athletes, but proper supplementation also plays a big role.
Nutrition is very important for us athletes, and it should not be taken for granted.
We practice almost every day, and our health is one of the most important things.
Taking supplements is actually a vital key difference between a silver medalist to becoming a champion.
Alam ko malaki yung naitutulong ng supplements, lalo na yung best supplements, no? Hindi lang yung basta-basta supplements.
And I know that I'm at my peak performance when I receive my proper nutrition and when I prepare physically and mentally before the game.
And not just that, you don't just choose the ordinary supplements that you see on the shelves, on the supermarket, or in the medicine rack. You take the one that's proven to provide champions that very edge, tried and tested, and I've proven that as well through.
And I'm just happy na USANA has been with me for the past 4 years in all of the games and all of the championships. USANA has been there with me.
I've been with USANA for years already, and I trust my health to them.
I'm taking USANA for 10 years now. Since I entered the PBA, hindi pa ako naglimiss ng isang game.
Because of USANA, it helped my lifestyle to be more healthy.
Having good attitude plays a big role in winning.
In fact, it's probably the greatest factor in winning.
Unang nakikita ng mga coaches, syempre yung skills. Pero later on, magre-reflect na rin yung attitude mo.
And that's what defines a champion. On that very golden stage, very highest competitions, and to everything that you ever wanted in life that scares you. Will and grit is that very thing.
Makikita kung gaano ka magpo-progress as an athlete in terms of your attitude.
Grit over talent in everything. Because hard work beats talent in every aspect.
Gaya nga sabi nila, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Because most of the things in life, it comes by approaching it with extra will, extra effort. And your efforts will always be rewarded. My ultimate thing in triathlon back then would be the Olympics. Now, my ultimate goal in life in triathlon is to be able to influence as many as possible.
My ultimate goal and dream as a volleyball player is to bring home the SEA Games gold medal for the Philippines.
I wanted to encourage more people to do sports, to be able to see my neighbors talk about cycling. I would make them feel that doing sports is part of their lives. Because health is number one.
Because last 2019, we won the historic silver medal. But after that game, we became more hungrier. We trained harder so that we can bring the gold medal to the Philippines. And that will fulfill my being an athlete.
I want to be remembered by the Philippines as an athlete that represented the country, that took the flag to the world.
To wear this jersey for my country is already an honor, and I know na there are lots of athletes who want to be in my shoes, and I want to be remembered as an athlete who gave it all for my country.
I trust USANA because it is backed by science and being used by the world's top athletes.
I only trust USANA because simply is the best.
I only trust USANA.
I only trust.
And I only trust.
I trust USANA because to be the best, you have to give yourself the best opportunities.
Kompleto lang USANA.
I am Donnie Ahasnietes, 4 Division World Champion, and I only trust USANA.
I'm Rex Intal, member of the Philippine volleyball team, and I only trust USANA.
I'm Nico Elgas, and I only trust USANA.
Malnutrition is the world's #1 health threat. It destroys opportunity, ravages communities, and kills. It's time to make a difference. Everyone should have access to quality nutrition. The USANA Foundation approaches its mission to seal and end the cycle of world hunger through its Nourish, Equip, Solve strategy. Provide consistent nourishment to individuals and families for them to build lives full of hope and potential. Equip. With local partners and experts in the communities, long-term solutions are being implemented for communities to build their own food independence. Solve. Sustainable solutions can only be successful with sustained effort at the local level. The USANA Foundation works with a global network of 500,000 plus USANA associates to champion hunger-related causes around the world, identify needs in their communities, and serve at home and abroad. The USANA Foundation. Donate today.
It's time to make a difference. The USANA Foundation is part of our mission to include everyone to the healthiest family on earth. This is how we give back. The USANA Foundation provides immediate and long-term global relief for those in severe need, leading a network of community-driven partnerships to nourish, equip, and eliminate hunger throughout the world. And as the pandemic affected nearly every country on the planet, our mission to end malnutrition and world hunger became way more challenging. But we won't let that challenge hinder us. From our goals, our mission, as a global family, our impact is significant. Right, Karen?
That's right, Kinito. Because of this ever-increasing need, the USANA Foundation has launched its Garden Towers project. It is a simple but powerful solution that provides sustainable, nutritious food for people all over the world. Made from a long-lasting, durable material, each tower can hold up to 120 plants and can be harvested all year round for many years. A full-grown USANA garden tower can provide 5 or more nutritious meals a week for a family of 6. It uses 30% less water than a traditional garden and can even be a source of income to these families.
Sometimes, it's the simplest things when done greatly that truly make a difference. And what a difference we can make if we do this collectively. Donate to the USANA Foundation's sustainable programs or add 1 garden tower donation to your auto order.
Of course, you can always lend a helping hand and serve or volunteer. You can reach out to USANA Philippines marketing team. Filipinos have generous hearts for service and volunteerism. We give more because we have been through a lot ourselves. Let us show the whole USANAverse our strength and our hearts. Together, let's end malnutrition. You're not just giving,
you're empowering lives. Donate to the USANA Foundation today.
There are 4 ways to give to the USANA Foundation. Global meal relief. You can provide emergency food relief to those suffering loss, tragedy, and extreme malnutrition until long-term solutions can be executed. Sustainable food programs. Empower and equip individuals to create long-lasting sources of nutritious food. USANA Nutrition. Distribute USANA premium supplements and alternative sources of food with higher levels of nutrients to those suffering extreme malnourishment. Serve. Join a team of passionate individuals who seek out, serve, and provide lasting support for charities and partnerships within their communities.
Are you ready to defy the odds? So are we. Hang on, and together we'll find the ways to thrive in the most odds-defying ways. We invite everyone to a moment of reflection as together we connect with each other and with our Creator. Life. It has changed as we know it. In the many months that have gone by, we look fondly on those moments when life was the way we knew it. And as we do, we feel ever more strongly in your presence, dear Lord. The longing to be with others, the desire to step out of our homes, the impulse to resume the life we once had. And yet, despite all these, we are strangely reminded of how precious life truly is. How this gift of life has often been taken for granted. During these moments when we are asked to defy the odds, we once again turn to you, dear God, for guidance. We trust in your infinite wisdom, dear Lord, that all these give us the opportunity to reassess our lives, to know what is important, to discard what are not, to embrace all that is good, to believe that we have what it takes to transcend these trials so that we can emerge better and make the world better as well. Yes, these too shall pass. And with you by our side, we have every hope that we will indeed defy the odds that are thrown our way. As we come closer to the turn of a new year, do not tire of our prayers, dear God. It is you that we will always turn to without a doubt. Amen.
Of course, no bashing. It's for...
I'm really a shoe girl. This is so fun. I love talking.
Hello, everybody. I'm here with my daughter, Crystal.
Yo, my dudes, welcome to the internet. Yo, my dudes, welcome to
TMI? No TMI if it's going to give you the wherpa that you need. Power. Get it, feel it, use it. To change your life, to live a better life. But to get there, here's what you have to do. Defy the odds. You'll find all you need right here. Flexna, your USANA W.E FORUM web serie. You're right, this isn't easy. It's tiring. It's frustrating. It's challenging. The odds are against you, right? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Defy the odds. It's right here. It's a 3-day web serie that should give you that much-needed shot in the arm. Like a vaccine to defy the odds. Flexna! This is the channel where you'll find all you need to be inspired, be motivated, be energized, be empowered. Be there to share the joy of rank advancers. Click and be moved by those who rank advanced. Listen closely to the wisdom of mentors. Learn from experts, then put it into action. And be excited by yet another USANA innovation that's going to drive your business to the next level. You ready for all that? Be proud of what you do. Show off your skills. Believe that what you do is worth it. Defy the odds. Flexna. At USANA, it's all in, all the way, all the time. So, all ready to Flexna? Great! 3 days of awesomeness await. Together, we'll hit the like button. Subscribe for the next 3 days as we ring the bell that means we're all in it to win it. The USANA W.E FORUM 3 begins now. Welcome to the Flexna web serie. It's time to defy the odds. Flexna! no obstacles, no barriers will stand in our way. For the healthiest family on earth, we will harness the energy to defy the odds. Join in and show the world that at USANA, we will defy the odds.
Deep web serie Day 1. My name is Zara, but of course we're going to be friends for the next 3 days, so you can call me Z, and it's super awesome that you found the time to join us today. And today is the day that we flex. You can do it, literally. My muscles are... Pwede na. I'm sure that you all know by now what flex means, and it's not just about the muscles, it's really about much more than that, which we're going to be talking about here at USANA. However, it's so appropriate to say it because if there's anything that you can say about USANA, it's this. You should be very proud of it. For the longest time, I've been hearing so many good things about USANA, how great your products are, and what a fantastic career opportunity it is. I did wonder what the impact of these trying times will be to the business. I mean, we're talking about the pandemic, we're talking about quarantines, everything. Imagine all on lockdown and in different quarantine levels. Paano na ang USANA? Ano ba nangyari? Of course, you did not let that get you down. And I can see it with so many of my friends in USANA. They have been thriving in this pandemic, and you scale new heights, broke barriers, and now defying the odds. Now, that's what truly is meant when we are saying Flexna, to be proud that despite all the odds, you are doing what you were meant to do. Our web serie will happen over a span of 3 days, like we said, and 3 days of learning new ways of defying the odds through motivational segments, being inspired by rank advancers, learning more about your products, and especially a new one that will be launched today. So yes, the rumors, the chismes, it's all right. It's super exciting. So I'm hoping that I can hear from all of you, because you will be hearing from your leaders as well, who are never tired of being your greatest cheerleaders. Plus, you get to meet some of the best athletes in the country who are so proud of being USANA elite athletes. Whew. I'm super happy about that. They will always say when it comes to USANA, Flexna. So are you ready to Flexna and defy the odds? I want to see it in the comment section. I want you all to comment right now how excited you are. Show me those likes, show me those wows, all of the emojis. Pusuan nyo na po. I-tag nyo na yung mga friends nyo. Mag-share na rin kayo sa inyong mga Facebook, because that is how I will feel the love. And we're also live on YouTube right now. And throughout this web serie episode, and of course over the 3 days, I'll treat you to many features that will surely entertain and inspire you. I'm here for the entertaining. I can sing, I can dance, I can do anything you want just to make sure that you're entertained, or you can get a cup of coffee, but definitely you will be inspired by everything that we are sharing. And I think the first of these features will do both, entertain and inspire. I did a little research on the featured personality in our next segment, and you can say that she is quite a character who loves people. More than her bubbly personality, she has helped transform the multi-level marketing industry in the Philippines, among which is her launch of USANA in the country. Flex na talaga, right? Let's get to meet her better in a way you've never seen her before. Here is your Regional Vice President for Philippines, Indonesia, and Thailand, Miss Duday Gaston, in 25 Questions with Duday.
Hi, Ma'am Duday. We're doing 25 questions with you today. Are you ready?
Of course.
Tell us what a typical day for you at the USANA office.
Oh, I've not been in this office for 2 years. At least, hello, how are you? No, this social distance nga para tayo. Hello.
What do you like the most about going to the office?
Oh, it's a very friendly environment.
What do you dislike the most about the work from home setup?
I don't get to see them.
How did you adjust to the new setup?
It's very hard, but I just made sure that, all my work things are at home so that I feel like working, like my printer, my chair, my laptop, whatever I can bring.
On a personal level, how do you confront challenges?
On a personal level, how do I confront challenges? I make myself a nice cup of iced coffee.
How did you manage to overcome it?
to overcome the challenges by being happy and healthy and appreciative of all the people around me. Especially my kids. They're always with me now. Sarap. Jill, kumusta ka na?
Who inspires you the most?
My dad, and of course, the leaders. My dad is my hero, and my mom. But who inspires me most now are our leaders, our associates who was working so hard despite the pandemic.
What is like working for USANA?
Working for USANA is like not working. It's like just being myself.
Mother, how do you manage stress?
How do I manage stress? Pag nakikita kita, nawawala ang stress ko kasi masaya eh. Masaya pag kasama si Windy.
What causes the most stress for you?
Ikaw din! Ikaw nakaka-stress sa akin. Yung mga sinasabi niya sa akin, mga problema ng associates, yan ang nakaka-stress sa akin kasi we have to find good solutions para lagi silang happy. Thank you, Windy!
How do you deal with setbacks?
Setbacks are meant to be there so that we can move forward. So, marami tayong naging setbacks like this pandemic, but we move on. Look at all of them. Hello, everyone. Are you happy today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
How do you deal with people who are negative?
How do we deal with people who are negative? Marami bang negative na tumatawag sa inyo?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Wow, wala daw. Sinungaling siya. How do we deal with people who are negative? Basta wag mo lang dagdagan yung pagka-negative niya. Wag mo rin kontrahin na negative ka. So, try to be more like an inspiration to them.
What is the trait you most value in other people?
Being engaging, being open, and the one that draws me attracted to the person is when I see that that person is a hard worker. I have very high respect for work ethics.
What is the biggest challenge of multi-level marketing?
The image that it's a scam. The image na parati ka kunwari ng loloko, even if you are already very inspiring, even if you're saying the truth that you really earn from this business, sometimes they feel scammer ka. Maybe the stigma. Hi, Annalyn, our customer service manager. Bago yan, bagong office.
After so many years in the industry, what keeps you going?
What keeps me going are the associates. They are always the one that keeps me going. And the inspiration that I get from them, that is the way we are able to touch lives. Mga accounting, marami ba tayong mga BIR requirements? Marami pa rin.
How has life changed for you in the last 2 years?
Oh, dramatically very different. To be able to go around in this office again and see everybody. For the past 2 years, it's very hard just to be on the office, just to be at home. On Zoom, ang hirap kasi our business is about people relationship. Tapos nawala. So, mahirap. Taimtim na panilay-nilay. Narinig mo na ba yon?
Thank you, ma'am.
What is the best way to adjust to change?
The best way to adapt to change is to just embrace it. Naalaman mong may change, so tuloy-tuloy lang. Change is there, embrace mo lang siya. That's the best way to adapt. Naalaman mong may pagbabago, mangyayari siya. So, kapitan mo lang siya, samahin mo lang siya, at ituloy mo lang yung buhay. Kapit lang.
People call you mother. Why is that?
Bakit daw tawag niyo sa akin, mother? Hoy, sagutin niyo ako. Ha? Bakit? Kasi mahiyain sila, hindi ako mahiyain. Ha? Bakit daw, mother, tawag niyo sa akin? I'm a very nurturing person. Tsaka siguro dahil ako rin yung pinaka-senior sa grupo. Okay? So, kita nyo naman ang mga empleyado namin, puro bagets, puro bata. But, you know, more than anything else, I'm a very nurturing person. Malaking bagay yun.
What is your most endearing trait?
I value family. So, sa akin walang nadi-disapprove pag vacation, especially for family. Important sa akin that all our employees will be able to attend graduation of their children, birthday of their children, wedding anniversary. Family comes first. So that's one very important value to me.
If you had a magic wand, what would you use it for?
I would use it to be able to make sure that this industry will really be prestigious, that people will respect it. And I will use it to make sure that I can be a law influencer, not social media influencer. I can influence the law so that there will be more protection for our multi-level marketers.
If you found a bottle with a genie, what 3 wishes would you ask for?
I would ask, number 1, I would ask for health for my family and myself. I would ask for legitimacy of being able to put this industry in a better and a more respectable plane. And thirdly, I would ask for our country to be run better.
Looking back, what was a life-changing moment for you?
The most changing life moment for me is I had several life-changing moments. At 24, I gave birth to my son, my very first child. At 36, I moved back to another country where I lived there for 7 years. At 48, I moved to USANA. And now I'm 60. This is life-changing. I experienced pandemic in the most challenging times.
What is your inspiration?
My inspiration is my family. My inspiration are my associates, the leaders that have been with me for a long period of time. They're always the source of inspiration. They are the people that I work for, and they are the people that is the reason why we really have to achieve and strive harder every day to make sure that they will make their dreams.
Defy the odds. What does it mean to you?
Defying the odds means being able to embrace change. Defying the odds meaning we are able to turn our challenges into opportunities, and being able to grow consistently year after year after year, whatever it takes.
Thank you, Mother. See you.
Thank you!
And that was 25 questions with Miss Duday. Actually, it also kind of looks like a day in the life of Miss Duday. Flex na flex talaga si Ma'am. No wonder when you talk about USANA Philippines, the name Duday Gaston can't be far behind. Of course, Mother na nga ang tawag sa kanya. Amazing what you have accomplished, and no wonder you are so proud of everyone at USANA. Defying the odds indeed. What a great way to start this web serie, right? I mean, this is something that can really get to know one of our higher ups, and at the same time you can see that it's not far away for what they have in store for you. Yan. All throughout the 3 days we will be together. So many more interesting insights will come your way, and just to spice things up even more, we've gamified this web serie experience. You like? I know you like. More than 900, actually almost 1,000 na yung viewers. I know that all of you would like a game. So throughout this episode and over the next 3 days, you will see a QR code flashed on your screen. Now get your smartphones ready. When you see it, scan it immediately and fill up the information needed to qualify. Here is what it looks like. Very simple. It's there on your screen. Look out for these QR codes that will just appear, so you have to really pay attention throughout our 3-day web serie. Now, for those who are able to scan all QRs, you are eligible to the raffle and we'll get a chance to receive a USANA Twister board. What is that? I actually have I have one right here. Yes, those are 300 Twister boards from USANA. We are giving away 300 of these amazing boards. I am sure that you are also used to scanning your QR codes by now. I mean, we have entering mall stores, paying online. We are all experts at scanning and filling them out, and definitely you will have a chance to get this. They work. They'll help you get like this curve in your body. Remember, scan all and be one of the 300 winners. Kaya naman, scan and win na. You know what, you guys? I was just watching the same video right here on my laptop, and I know that that's exactly what I need. I've always been reading about how important our digestive system is, and in this age of junk food, processed food, also delivering foods and always being in a rush, subjected to stress, anxiety, don't you notice that it is always somehow your stomach that is affected? And here comes yet another USANA innovation. This web series is truly dedicated to learning more about what it can do to truly create the healthiest family on earth. And that's why we have, you know, this product right here, which we will talk about later on. But we should hear all of these amazing things from our healthiest people in the USANA family, our USANA elite athletes. Already, when it comes to USANA, Flexna flex talaga sila. They trusted to keep them fit and healthy for the many challenges that they face as athletes. But how is gut health important to them? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out in a special feature of this web series. Let's see how they defy the odds with marketing supervisor Leo Onanad in this much-awaited feature called Trust Your Gut with the USANA Elite Athletes.
Trust your gut. You've heard a line before, and it meant that if it feels right, you will know it. Today, we talk to our USANA elite athletes to find out more on how health and wellness are keys to their athletic performance and how they trust their gut to the right thing. Joining me today are four of the country's top athletes and are proud USANA elite athletes. Starting off with the Southeast Asian Games medalist and a world champion, the Q master herself, Rubelin Amit. Hi, Bing.
Hi, sir. It's been a while. Good evening to all the viewers. It's really nice to be here.
Our next guest is a well-decorated Filipino triathlete, a sought-after Asian triathlete, and the chairman of the Philippine Olympic Committee Athlete Commission, the Asian Triathlon czar, Nico Huelgas. How are you, Nico?
Hi, Sir Leo. Hi, everyone. And I hope you guys are all doing well.
Moving forward, we have one of the few Filipinas to dominate the Asian Formula 3 circuit, an athlete, an actress, a visual artist, and a woman who can definitely compete with anyone, the Philippine racing goddess, Gabby de la Merced. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Leo. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is well. Thanks for having me.
And to complete tonight's roster, we have one of the greatest PBA player of all time, the four-time PBA Finals MVP with countless championships, basketball coach, a vlogger, a husband, and a father. Please welcome La Teniente, L.A. Tenorio. Good evening, L.A.
Hi, Sir Leo. Hi to all the viewers. Good evening, everyone.
Hope everything is well to everyone, and hope everyone is safe.
And yes, athletes, they work hard, they train hard, and with all the stressors they put in their bodies, they understand the need to supplement their extraordinary lifestyle with top of the line nutrition. Today, we are going to talk about something very close to their heart, their gut. And yes, you guessed it right. Now, let's go down to business. My first question is for Nico. Nico, are there certain dietary guidelines athletes should follow?
Oh, definitely. Well, it always starts with the fundamentals of eating it right, and that includes trying not to overeat and managing your consumption of food so you don't fail during competition.
Now, Nico, is there any particular diet that you religiously do or anything is good?
Usually anything is good as long as you don't overeat and you don't overeat the exact same thing. So a little bit of everything is fine so that you don't get to burn out on the stuff that you've always wanted to eat, like sugars and carbohydrates.
Nico, I have a follow-up question for you. We know that diet for athletes is way different from us, the non-athletic ones. Now, do you have any advice on what we should be eating?
Oh, definitely. Like for us elite athletes and endurance athletes, when we prepare for a competition, we try to load up on more calories because the competition would demand more calories. So we had to go specific. But on a general basis, when we do off-season, we eat like a general person that doesn't do much athletic activities. So I would recommend for all the viewers and listeners of USANA is that you try to manage your food intake. When I say managing your food intake, just don't overeat. You can eat whatever you want so that you can enjoy life, try to live the life that you've always wanted, but you gotta make sure that you have to manage it. If as much as possible, try to eat half of what you desire. At the same time, the later the time gets, the lesser that you eat. So you eat like a king for breakfast, a prince for lunch, and a beggar for dinner, and especially in the evening. Don't try to eat much carbohydrates or don't overeat in the evening, which is the most sensitive because it's going to be hard for you to digest before you sleep.
What about you, Gabby? How does good digestion affect exercise and sports performance?
It affects it by a lot, what you eat, what you put in your body will result also is a big result to what you can do. I've always thought of everyone's body as a temple. You hear that saying a lot, and it is really true. The amount of food intake that you have, it always converts to energy, and energy is what you use to do all these exercises. And without the right types of food, even like the blood circulation and everything, it will affect even from reaction time to strength to endurance. It really matters. So like depending as an athlete, depending what you're gonna do, if it's either a sprint or it's like a fast workout or something like endurance, even the type of food that you eat will change depending on that.
Gabby, I also asked this to Nico a while ago. Do you have any particular diet or everything is good as long as it's in moderation?
Okay, I am one of those that need moderation in a sense that I love indulging. So I'm conscious about it. When it's off season, I have a tendency to overindulge, which I know is really bad. When I am racing, especially depending on what, like if I do sprints, I load up more on carbs. If I do endurance races, I load up more on protein. So the breakdown is longer, so the energy dispense is a lot better. And I start eating bananas. I'm not a banana fan, but when I do sports, it's a must.
Thank you, Gabby. And since we are talking about those diets and all, let me ask you this. Do you guys have any health hack or health hacks for the gut that you can share with us? Let's ask Bing first.
Mine is very simple. It's to hydrate,
Okay.
probiotic, and food that's rich in fiber. That's it. That's it for me.
And what about you, LA?
Not really actually. Because masyadong malaki yung demand with regards to my sport, no. Especially with my status right now. I always play most of the time I play like 35 to 40, 44 minutes out of 48 minutes. So I really have to, watch my food intake before the game. So like an hour before the game, I have to eat. Every year before we get our license, GAB license, we have to have an executive checkup.
Thank you, LA. Now let's ask Nico, what's your secret?
Do you have like, that secret for your gut health or that hack that can, when in case of emergency, like I really need to do this or I have to have this all the time with me?
I'll be biased. Coffee. I love
Okay.
it so much. It speeds up my metabolism and it makes me be a bit lighter. At the same time, I fuel so many water on a double time level. So I do double intake of water, especially in the evening, so that I don't have to eat much for dinner. And it makes me cut down on my calories. So on days that I need to really cut down on my diet and just really recover my gut, I put in a lot of water and coffee.
And yeah, Nico is one big coffee monster. Now let's ask Gabby naman this time.
I mentioned it before about bananas. For me, it's like my first aid. When you feel like you're going to get a cramp, or if you feel a little lightheaded, or you feel like you're going to crash, pop a banana in and you're good to go. It's like a super boost of energy.
And yeah, to all of you watching us today, you want to make sure that you all have your bananas with you all the time, huh? And now let's have Bing again. Bing, we know that having an upset stomach is such a disaster. And who wants that? No one wants that, right? Now, have you ever experienced having such a stormy tummy during or hours before the competition?
It was in 2014. I was in China with the boys. We were competing in the world teams in Beijing, and I had an upset stomach. I think partly of the stress, because the guys were all top 5 in the world, and I didn't want to be the weakest link. So I was very stressed, and I just drank a lot of water. I hydrated and tried to calm myself down. And when the tournament started, buti na lang, my stomach became better, because billiards is a mental game, and it would really be difficult to be having an upset stomach while playing. I don't think I'd be able to focus at all. So yun, that was an experience na I wouldn't forget, because I was really scared. Well, actually, I've had a couple of tournaments wherein right before it started, I would have an upset stomach. Siguro, I think because of the stress also, and maybe because of the I believe the unhealthy eating. Maybe because sometimes when I play abroad, especially when I play in China, or like in places wherein I'm not quite familiar with the food, so medyo mahirap, and then yun. So there, I've had quite a few experiences pala.
Thank you, Bing. Now, this next question is for LA. We know that your sport requires a lot of hours and stamina on and off the court, and even during trainings. Now, what do you think is the importance of good digestion in endurance athletes?
I think it's really important, no? Just like what the other athletes mentioned a while ago. I think the balanced diet is very important to have a productive or energy in any competition, no? Especially in our sports like triathlon, billiards also, just to relax all the muscles or mental, right? And also in racing, also we need that also to have the relaxed mind. So everything is parang it will boils down because of the good digestion, especially on my sport, particularly um, uh, eating proper diet, proper food before the game is very important. Like for me, for example, the hour before the game, I have to eat pasta. That's my routine ever since. I have to eat pasta. Pagdating ko sa venue, may pasta na ako doon because they know that I have to eat pasta hour before the game. A small part of pasta because I know the demand of the the playing time that I'm gonna play for that day. So yun yung ginagawa ko. And proper digestion also, a proper food intake also will require will help you focus more mentally. I mean for me actually ang basketball naman kasi is a team game but on my part kasi it's really have to be in the end of the day, basketball it boils down to mental toughness also especially during the end game, no. So it's very important also for me. And the most important thing about the proper digestion is actually to improve also the immune system. If you eat good food, if you eat proper food, before the competition, or even though if you're not in the competition, if you eat proper food, you'll get the proper nutrients, and you have the good immune system, to protect your body also from any kind of illness, injuries, or sickness.
Thank you, LA. Now, right before this segment, we saw the commercial of our new product. And now I want to ask you guys, how do you feel about adding USANA Digestive Enzyme in your daily nutritionals? Let's ask first Nico.
Oh, definitely. I'll be more excited to try it because I really want to perform better in terms of my diet regimen. And I know it's going to affect the way I digest my calories every single day. And I don't need to overdrink coffee even if I want to. But more importantly, I want to add more things so that I could perform better as an athlete and as a person.
What about you, Bing?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited because I take probiotic regularly with me and my family. And I believe that as an elite athlete, the end goal is to perform better. And I believe with this product, together with probiotic and the digestive enzyme, it will help me perform better, especially next year. Because next year will be a busy year for us athletes. Hopefully bumalik na lahat ng mga competitions natin, please. So I'm really looking forward to it because I know that it will not only benefit me, but also my family, especially my dad, because he's having a difficult time with his digestive system also. So I'm really excited. So I can't wait to get a hold of it and try it. Thank you.
And now let's hear it from Gabby. We want to know how excited you are.
Yes, I'm like the other athletes. I am very excited about it. It's all about digestion, and no matter how good the food is or the nutrients that you put in your body are, if your body isn't able to digest it, it's pretty much useless. It just goes out the other way. And with this, you keep that in mind, that you're absorbing more, you're digesting more, it's breaking down more, and at the end of it all, it improves the quality of life, and that's what you want. And as an athlete, you're really, and when you hit certain levels, you're just looking for that extra edge, and having something like that is like a weapon, so to speak, if you think about it. And that could mean whether winning a race or not. And if that helps me win, of course, diba? It's exciting. So I can't wait to try it.
Now, let's ask LA.
Just like the three athletes that are here, I'm just really excited to take this additional supplement for me. I'm taking 9 tablets every morning already, and then I have to add again to have an extra, just like what Gabby said. I I need that extra edge. As an athlete, we need that extra edge. Extra power. Because everyone is, sometimes, most of the athletes, or for sure, most of the athletes are having good diet or eating the same food that we're eating, but having that extra edge is really important. So I'm just really excited, especially with my age right now. I need that edge to compete with the young ones.
You're still young.
So I'm still young. But there's a lot of basketball players that much younger than me that I have to compete and I have to to play against with every game. So I really have to have that edge. Diba? So I'm just really excited.
All right, thank you guys. And before we go, do you have any message to your USANA family? Nico?
Yes, thank you again to our USANA family. Thank you so much for welcoming us every time. And I hope you continue to use our supplements. And don't forget to stay healthy, take good rest, stay hydrated, and also remember that I only trust USANA.
What about you, Gabby?
Nico pretty much said it best. I want to thank everyone. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure seeing everyone and being with you guys. And it's very exciting, launching something new, and we're all going to get to try it. I'm excited for us athletes and for you guys as well to try this new product. Anyway, I hope you guys keep safe and stay healthy.
And now let's hear it from LA.
Ay, maraming salamat to all the viewers, of course, to my USANA family. Thank you for having us or having me again. It's been a while, I miss the some of the athletes, minsan sa TV ko lang kayo napapanood. Good to see you guys. And thank you everyone for trusting USANA, and I'm very, very excited for this new product, and I'm looking forward to share it with you guys again after I take the digestive enzyme. I-share ko rin sa inyo kung ano magiging effect sa akin para mas maniwala kayo sa product. So thank you for trusting USANA. I only trust USANA also, just like Nico.
Thank you, LA. Now let's call in Bing this time.
Yes, thank you, Sir Leo. To the USANA family, like you guys, I'm also very excited with this new product. Katulad ng sinabi ni Gabby and ni LA, this will be the edge that would spell the difference. So we're all excited. Keep safe, guys. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the USANA organization for taking care of your athletes. Malaking bagay po talaga yung USANA during this pandemic. So maraming salamat. Please take care, everyone. And I hope to see you very soon. I hope na maging live na tayo, at excited na rin kaming sumayaw uli sa taas ng stage. Well, hindi talaga, but I just want to see you guys in person. Anyway, stay safe, everyone.
Well, thank you again, athletes, and we're so excited to see you guys in person again very, very, very soon. And we heard it from our elite athletes. Once again, we have the Q Master Rubilen Amit, Asian Triathlon Czar Nico Huelgas, the Racing Goddess Gabby de la Merced, and the Teniente LA Tenorio. Thank you guys so much. You trusted your gut that USANA is the right business for you. Over and over again, you committed to trust USANA and defied the odds to succeed. Today, just like our athletes, it's time to trust your gut once again, this time literally with the newest innovation from USANA. My name is Leo, and remember that when it comes to true health and true wealth, trust your gut.
Very well said, Leo. Indeed, trust your gut, and with USANA, it's so much easier to do that. It's amazing how USANA is so tireless in creating supplements that address the changing environment we find ourselves in, especially as we age. Just like our athletes, they have noticed what has been changing in their bodies as they age and what they need to do to make it better. And it's very intriguing to me just how the process, or how we process the foods we eat. It sounds so complicated, and we're told to eat healthy food, but unless you are truly committed to it, it's just so hard to do. We need that help. And fortunately, when it comes to health, USANA is always there, and this time to assist our digestive system to deliver the nutrients that we need. But I should stop pretending to be a scientist. You know, I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert. I would like to know more about this product as well, and I'm sure everybody else is. More than 1,000 viewers are also curious about what this product can give us, and if they just want it, well, imagine how many people would want it as well, and what it can do for your USANA business. Taking us through all of this in a way that we will all easily understand is a USANA pharmacist, Jace Nocete, in the continuation of our series, Trust Your Gut with USANA Experts.
Good evening, USANA Philippines. I hope you're having a blast in today's opening sa ating WE Forum, Defying the Odds. Today is an exciting day not only for us dito sa USANA Corporate, but for the whole Philippines as well. And as you all know, USANA's drive for excellence stems from our reliance on scientific research to provide innovative healthy living solutions, and we empower individuals to be better each day. And our holistic approach to health is always ever present in our corporate core values, wherein we support a healthy body and a strong mind. These are just two of the core values that USANA has been founded on, and it continues to be practiced to this very day. Now, these core values are also the very reasons why our products are the best. And as what you've seen in the video earlier, I think you know that at this very moment, we are launching our new product, the USANA Digestive Enzyme. Of course, let's not keep our audience waiting. For this evening, we're going to hear from one of our scientists from the home office in Salt Lake City, Utah, USA. And our speaker this evening is none other than the Director of USANA's Research and Development, Dr. Jeremy Tian.
Good evening, everyone. I'm glad to be here. My name is Jeremy Tian. I'm a director of the R&D in USANA Health Science here at the headquarters in Salt Lake City, USA. So I'm glad to have this opportunity tonight to talk a little bit of the digestive system, how it works, and how our product, which is digestive enzyme that I'm talking about tonight, would help with that process. Okay, we'll start a little bit big picture from here. Why do we eat? Everybody probably knows the answer, but of course that's a relevant question here. Basically, we'll break it down, what we eat, all the stuff in our food, into two big categories. The first, we call it macronutrients, which we ingest in a large amount, normally about 1 gram per day. Now, there's also something that is much smaller quantity, we call it micronutrients, but very important. Those things would include vitamins and the minerals, and what I will show here. we have a lot of products just for vitamins and minerals. You probably would already know. But in terms of the macronutrient, we break it down again into 3 components. This is pretty popular names. I bet you already know it. So first is carbohydrates, and then we have fatty acids, which is basically under the lipid category, and then we have proteins. Oh, something I circled here. This looks like a period is basically what recommended by the government for a good healthy food structure. Now, and the second tier, we should have a lot of fruits and vegetables, right? Everybody knows that. And I circle here, this is a pineapple, right? Why we circle the pineapple in here, I will let you know later. Now let's talk a little bit about the macronutrients. Number 1 is carbohydrate. People call them carbs. Carb is very important for our primary calorie energy needs, right? Our body, our human body, evolved with carbohydrate, so that it glucose. Most of you have probably heard that. That is the energy substrate, the energy, the form, the molecule, and our body used for energy need for every single cells, right? So it's really important for energy, calorie. Protein is also important, as you would know, that the protein does not provide energy that much for our body need, but our body functions, all those structures, all those enzymes, that pretty much protein. So protein is really important in our body's cells function. However, under very emergency or hard conditions, our carbohydrates run out. Our body started a process called catabolism. It started to break down proteins for energy need as well. Fat. Well, fat is only present in the animals, right? The plants, they don't have fat. They have oil, but they don't have fat. Why we have fat? Fat is very important for energy. It's different from carbohydrate, different from glucose, but it is a very concentrated, very intense form of energy. Each gram of fat provides more than 9 kilocalorie of energy, which is more than double of what glucose can provide for you. So we have fat, we move around as animals, right? Fat is very useful for us. Now, how do we get this nutrient from our food? Here comes our digestive system. We gotta to digest all this food. We eat the so-called raw materials, right? We cannot just bring this materials, this nutrient, undigested straight into our blood, right? We got to break it down into very basic unit. Carbohydrate has to be broken down into glucose and other sugars in order to be absorbed, get into the blood, and transported through the blood to our cells. And then the cell can make use of them, right? So digestion is really important. How do we digest? We basically have 2 ways, very simple, mechanical and chemical. Mechanical starts from very beginning in our mouth, right? You start to munch the food, and your teeth cut the food and grind the food so that it gets into very small pieces. But our mouth is not only for mechanical actions, though. You see our saliva has beta amylase. Beta amylase is an enzyme that helps to break down carbohydrate, right? So the digestion, the chemical digestion, started pretty early in the mouth. And then later on, when the food gets to your stomach, your intestine, that's where the chemical digestion, or we call it the enzymatic digestion, really kickstart, right? Now, basically, what are those enzymes that breaks down our food? We got the enzymes that breaks down carbohydrates. So it goes with the categories of the macronutrients. And then we got enzymes that breaks down protein. We call them protease and the peptidase. And then we have lipase that breaks down fat, right? So just keep in mind, we have 3 macronutrients and with 3 different categories of enzymes, right? Now in the mouth, we now already have mechanical and chemical actions. Esophagus is basically the passage, right, from our mouth to our stomach. It's that much long, but it does have pretty important functions. It has this movement called peristalsis, right? It pushes the food down to the stomach. People have observed that even the peristalsis, the force is such strong that even you put a person upside down, right, the head on the bottom, the esophagus can still transport the food from your mouth to your stomach. So it's pretty strong. It does have some function in terms of the mechanical and the chemical as well. In the stomach, okay, I'm gonna have to add a little bit. Stomach is such a remarkable place. Many of you probably know that it produces that hydrochloric acid. The pH, the measure of that acid is so low that the gastric juice could even break down those metals. If you happen to have the metal in your stomach, it just break down. So that the physiological function of the stomach is really to break down the food, kill all those bacteria that happen in the present in the food, and so it has immune functions as well. But of course, on the chemical side, it also has this enzyme called pepsin that breaks down the proteins in the stomach. Now, when it gets to the small intestine, it's really the chemical digestion started to get to its peak, right? Now, what is in this small intestine? Right, small intestine divided into different parts, such as duodenum, jejunum, and the ileum. The top is the duodenum, right? The bile, which comes from liver, it gets to duodenum, released from there, and that is really important for breakdown the fat. Right, fat. If you think of it, it tend to be stuck by itself. Right, it's hard to clean if you get a grease in your kitchen, right? Because it's hard. It's not water soluble. So what the bile does is really as a detergent. Some of you clean the kitchen with a detergent. The bile is kind of that function to dissolve the fat, so that it can be better breakdown by the enzymes. So bile is important. And then of course we got a lot of enzymes coming from pancreas. So it gets there through pancreatic juice. it had all those enzymes to break down almost everything. And the small intestine itself would secrete some of those enzymes as well. Now, finally, the food gets to the large intestine, right? Large intestine used to be considered as just a passage, to hold all this waste to be excreted by our body. But now people started to realize more and more the importance of the large intestine. Not only it has some physiological functions, such as absorb water, and so for some vitamins, such as vitamin K, vitamin B12, it is also very important in a way that it holds a lot of bacteria. We call the bacteria flora, right? Now people call it microbiome. If you read the newspapers, read some science, you would know that the microbiome is really important. Oh, probiotics, right? Many people have known that the probiotics is a slight selection of the microbiome that we think they are very useful, so we actually made them as a product. Okay. Now we get to a little bit the problems. What if the whole process goes around, right? There's a whole lot of problems that if you're a gastroenterologist, this is just one specific discipline of medicine. You're gonna spend years to learn all about this problems. But now we will talk tonight. We're focused on one thing, which is called indigestion or poor digestion, or dyspepsia. In old days, people call that. What is indigestion? Well, it shows up as various symptoms. You don't want to eat. You just feel a full stomach most of the time. Even this little bit of food, it makes you full, and you don't want to eat anymore, right? The doctors call it bloating or flatulence. And then you may have intolerance. A little bit of food that make you want to sick, and you want to vomit, and sometimes it brings diarrhea as well. And other things that will not go one by one. It is a pretty popular, a common problem. People some people who put together those slides help me to get this statistics, which says 50 to 90% of Filipinos lactose tolerance. It's very common, but it's not only in Philippines, I have to say, it's very common in US as well. Now, how do we deal with that problem, right? Of course, first, you're gonna have to approach that issue with lifestyle change, with dietary habit change. That is the number one thing, first and foremost, because after all, the digestive tissue, number one task is it has things related to your food, right? The things you eat. Stay hydrated. It's very important that if you are dehydrated, the digestive doesn't have much juice to help. It needs that to work. The eating habit is, I mentioned eating habit is very important. That you want to, when you chew the food, you want to chew slow. So that is the mechanical function really does it work before you send it down as a workload for the for the gastric and the stomach and the intestines. You don't want to eat too much at a time because that increases the workload of your digestive tract. And a good habit is not to eat so many cold food. Don't drink much ice water. That kind of increase the burden of your stomach and the intestine. Fiber is a good thing. It helps you helps with the movement of your gastric and intestine. Exercise, of course, is great, and a good body weight is also great. The digestive system is very important. It gets all the nutrients to help you stay healthy. That's for sure. Now, one thing that may help you, we're getting to our product now, is digestive enzyme. An additional thing on top of all those things I just mentioned. Now, what is digestive enzyme in the form of a product? I did describe digestive enzyme right in the previous slide. It's divided into 3 categories. It breaks down those macronutrients, carbohydrate, lipid, and the protein, right? So that they become basic units so that they can be absorbed by the intestinal cells, right? Now, what is in our product in terms of those enzymes, right? Okay, we got all those numbers, but basically the alpha amylase, that is the thing, breaks down your carbohydrate. Bromelain is a protein enzyme. Protease is also the stuff that breaks proteins. Lipase, lactase. Lipase breaks down lipid. The fat. Lactase breaks down one specific form of carbohydrate called lactose. So for those people who are lactose intolerance, many Asians are. When they drink milk, they are intolerant. They cannot cope with the lactose in the milk. They have diarrhea. So for those people, it's going to be particularly useful to take this lactase. Papain is one, the enzyme breaks protein. Cellulose is fiber, and it's insoluble fiber. Normally it was not absorbed by, not digested and absorbed by the human body. But if you give it some enzyme, it breaks it down and helps to absorb some of those things. Artichoke is not an enzyme here, but because artichoke has some properties, the benefits, and it helps digestion, so we included them in this product. This is a little bit more information of those enzymes. Now, I probably wanted to bring special attention to these 2 of these protein enzymes. One is called bromelain, and then one is called papain. What is bromelain? Bromelain, our body actually doesn't produce bromelain. It is a protein enzyme, digestive enzyme, but it's actually the extract we got from this vegetable, from this, okay, that gets back to the previous slide of pineapple, right? I circled that. So that's really, pineapple has this enzyme, and it's useful for digestive protein. So we added that to our product. Papain is actually similar, but it's produced by papaya, another fruit. It's also good at the digestive proteins. This is different enzymes digest protein with slightly different functions. Where they chop the protein is slightly different. They choose different sequence. So you get a more comprehensive spectrum of the protein enzymes that helps you to better break down the proteins. All right, so that's what we say about the product. It is more comprehensive, right? It has a spectrum, and it's a wide range. It helps you to release and at least it will help some people with special conditions for sure to release their indigesting symptoms. I'm getting to the end of my talk. For the sake of time, just want to go very quickly through this final slides. We wanted to say that the manufacturing process in USANA is excellent. It's no doubt. We have this high quality manufacturing process, and we have this materials, raw materials is also very excellent quality. And in terms of the potency, the strength, the quality, purity, all those things, no problem. And this is our founder, Dr. Wayne. I get to see him often. We talk, and I know him by person, and he is really a scientist. When he talk about the science, it's just that high standard science. I can assure you of that. All right, so I'm a little bit over time. We'll be glad to take any questions you may have.
Thank you, Dr. Tian. It's a great time to have you in this momentous occasion. And since we have you this evening, we're going to make most of this time. We now have associates who have some questions regarding the product. So let's hear it from one of our Emerald directors in USANA Philippines, Eric Javier.
Hi, Doc. Good day to you. I'm Eric, a microbiologist, choreographer, and a certified hypnotherapist who found passion and purpose in guiding first-time entrepreneurs through USANA. I'm from the Philippines, and my specific question about this is, what's the key difference between digestive enzyme and USANA probiotics as far as gut health is concerned?
Good question. So those both are digestive products that help you digestion. The probiotics, as I mentioned a little bit in my talk a moment ago, it's slightly different though. If you know that if you have a little bit concept of microbiome, you would know that the microbiome are those bacteria, right? They reside in your intestine, mostly in the large intestine colon. They have very important functions. They could help you a little bit, first of all, to digest a little bit the fibers, right? Some of the fibers which is not digestible, such as cellulose, they get into the large intestine, and the bacteria do a little bit of work to help you out there. They break it down and they provide you with a little bit of calorie that you need. But that's not a really important thing of those bacteria. They do have other important functions. A lot of studies recently, in the past 10 years, I would say, really showed that it is important for they give you good immune ability. If you don't have those people don't have a very balanced microbiome. They don't have those beneficial bacteria in there. They tend to have inflammation of the intestine, right? So number one, for the digestive tract, it's very important. For the immune system, it's very important. Number two, it helps your metabolism. Now, studies have shown that those obese people, diabetic people, they tend to have abnormal microbiome. And actually, if you you transfer some of these microbiomes from the obese patient into from obese mouse into a normal mouse. That normal mouse, the healthy mouse, after getting that abnormal bacteria from the obese mice intestine, they tend to get obese. So that really shows something about the importance of microbiome. And it's also good for your nervous system, for your brain. There's the so-called gut-brain axis. The microbiome play an important role in that. So for all those important things that microbiome has, we got to make the best out of them. So probiotics, back to probiotics, it is really a small selection of the beneficial microbiome, a few strains, species of the bacteria that were isolated from microbiome and make them as a product. They could do a lot of beneficial things, but the number one thing we have shown that is that they help you to make a healthy, balanced microbiome. That's the number one thing it does. So it compares to, now we know that is really the two products, right? Digestive enzyme and the probiotics, they have different angles. Digestive is more focused on the digestive tract function, whereas the probiotics is more kind of a systemic benefits in there. Hope that answered the question well.
Thank you, Eric, for that question. And of course, thank you, Dr. Tian, for enlightening us more with your answer. And up next, we have another question from one of the gold directors of USANA Philippines, Ma'am Sheila Po Ko.
Hi, Doc. A good day to you. I'm Sheila, an associate here in Cebu, Philippines. I have a question for you, Doc, about USANA Digestive Enzyme and Biomega. Will taking these products all together break down fats faster?
Oh, that's different. Let me say first, if I understand the question correctly. So you have Biomega, which is mostly omega-3 or fish oil, right? Which is fat under the lipid category, macronutrient. And then you take that omega-3 together with the digestive enzyme, right, which has the lipase that breaks down the lipid that is contained in the fish oil, right? So the question would be that would these two work together? The lipase breaks down the fatty, the omega-3, so that is digested and absorbed faster. Is that a question? Understand that well?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the question. So I probably already answered the part of it previously. I would say so. Again, you have this lipase, right? That breaks down the lipid. Fish omega-3 is one of lipid. Right. It has to be broken down into the small unit. The omega-3 fatty is sometimes present in more complex form. So you break down into free fatty acids, right? That free fatty acids is better absorbed. A little bit of caveat to that is simply omega-3 is not like fat, all right? Fat is much tougher It's called a triglyceride. It has that glycerol skeleton, and then you have fatty acid on the side chain, right? So the lipase is really good at breaking down the glycerol and the fatty acid side chain, so it becomes free fatty acid. So that is really needed help of the lipids. Whereas for omega-3, they don't need the help of lipase from digestive enzyme that much. So I would say maybe a little bit help, but the help is limited.
Thank you, Sheila, for that very interesting question about the product. And of course, Dr. Tian for clarifying that particular question by Mom Sheila. And of course, we have this last question for Dr. Tian from one of the Ruby directors of USANA Philippines, Ma'am Giselle Cantago.
Hi, Doc. It's good to have you with us today. I'm Giselle May Cantago, an associate from Mindanao in the Philippines, and I'm currently here in Siargao Island. I have a question regarding the USANA Digestive enzyme. I've read in one of the articles in AskTheScientist.com that USANA Digestive enzyme can help us with our digestion and detox. You have already explained how it can help us with our digestion, but I would like to know more about how it can help us with detox.
Yeah, it's good thinking to put this product together, like the idea put the Promega with digestive and together. Detox works on clearing, removing those toxins, right? The toxins come from various forms. They could be just like organic or inorganic, right? It could be simple, small molecule. It could be complex, large molecules such as the protein, right? So for the digestive enzyme, probably could help a little bit in terms of the toxin that comes in more complex forms, such as the protein, right? And some probably complex carbohydrate form as well. So you have the enzyme in there that would kick in and help to break down those toxins in its complex forms. So that when it gets to the intestine, when they get absorbed, unfortunately absorbed by the body, the toxins already somehow broken, they disrupted. So in that way, it could help a little bit. But I'm talking more broadly of the scenario, right? In terms of what is specifically what type of toxin and how our digestive enzyme could handle that. That I have to do a little bit of research to answer it well.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you as well to the associates who gave their queries to Dr. Tian, and most especially, thank you very much, Dr. Tian, for sharing with us your time and your expertise.
Thank you, Jazz, and thanks everybody who have listened to this. I'm just glad to have this opportunity to communicate with you through the internet. This is really good. And of course, we have the AskTheScientist.com website. That's a good website and much more content than I just talked about. I only have that slight little piece of the one single product. And then on the website, you will see much more rich content in there.
We now add a great product in our lineup of nutritionals here in USANA Philippines. the USANA Digestive enzyme. I know that our associates are very much excited to use this product. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this evening, together with Dr. Tian, joining us virtually all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah, USA. This has been your host, Jace, reminding you to always trust your gut.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you guys. I just had to send a photo of this to my mom because after hearing all that, I am so eager to share this with my family, and I'm sure that you are all eager to feed the need. And by that, I mean feeding your gut with the needed enzymes to help your body get the nutrients it needs, because it's so hard to do it on your own, you know. I am assuming that you don't eat the needed essential nutrients to supplement your digestive enzymes, am I right? No, not manually. I don't think there's a button, and that's too hard. And what's the next best thing? Of course, trust your gut. Reach for USANA's digestive enzyme and do yourself a favor. It's a huge favor, and it's going to help you out in the long run. And here's a super surprise for everyone. USANA Philippines has something big in store for all of you, and we will be having a one-day big sale, so stay tuned to this 3-day web serie for more information. All right, doesn't that make you so proud that you belong to the healthiest family on earth? Kaya Flexna and defy the odds. Don't let your situation or anything get in the way of success. You have the skills, and now you have a new tool in your toolbox to defy the odds. Use it. Eto na, this is it. It's in your DNA, the ability to defy the odds, and that is why even in the most challenging of times, there are many among you who did defy the odds and rank advanced. So just think about that for a second, okay? Just imagine it. Close your eyes, imagine, feel it, listen to my voice. If they could do it, what is stopping you from doing the exact same? Tell yourself that you are just like them. I believe in you. You should believe in you too. If they can defy the odds, so could you. So flex now. On this episode of our web serie, I'd like you to meet our fellow associates who told themselves they can defy the odds. Hashtag inspiration goals, am I right? Am I right? Yes, you can use that hashtag also in the comment section. We have more than 1,000, or actually thousands if you count also YouTube. And I hope that all of you will give a virtual round of applause as we meet the new directors, those associates who have earned their very first check that is equivalent to $600. Wouldn't you want to earn that too? If not more? Picture yourself among them. It makes for a nice picture, am I right? Yeah. Here are our awardees. Congratulations once again to our awardees. We have more than 100 new directors. Can you imagine that? All with smiling faces, and a lot of them with their families or their partners. And they just seem super happy to be reaching that point where they are ready to defy the odds even more so. And hopefully you will get inspired by these new directors. And I'm sure some of them are even your friends. Maybe ask for some tips. Remember to screenshot and post this on your social media account. Say congratulations to these new directors. One of the things that I've noticed is that it doesn't matter what age you are, and it doesn't matter whether you are with a partner or going solo, you can definitely have an amazing career with USANA. so many people in the comment section right now showing some love and clicking the heart button. Go ahead and say congratulations to your friends, your coaches. A lot of you are so proud as well. I'm loving the comments. Thank you so much for keeping active, and maybe tag them as well on your social media accounts, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Check out those names. We have so many out there that are reaching their dreams, defying the odds, and doing so much more than they have dreamed. So there you have it. That was our first batch of awardees. Congratulations once again to our new directors. And right now, I'd like to say hi to a few people. Right, we have here Kim Eve Lagares saying, Rostel John Malagar Banaag kudos since day one. Yes, and congratulations as well to everybody a part of that team. Congratulations everyone coming from Ivy Etchen. Also Juvie Nualda saying, Coach Coach Geraldine and Coach Jeffrey and Coach CK, congratulations to you. Tess De Los Reyes sharing her congratulations, and Shirley as well saying, bro, Coach Alvin Rodriguez, congratulations. Thank you so much everybody for sharing your support to all of our new directors. Now I'm gonna be switching it up right here. I would like to let you guys know that I fancy myself with a tan, you know, a little bronze, but I can't quite go to the beach right now. But our next associates did one thing better. They got the bronze glow without the tan. They did it by advancing as bronze directors. Those who earned their first $800 check. Check this out. Once again, these are our bronze directors. Congratulations to all of you. We have 26 new bronze directors. Can you believe it? Bronze looks good on them. Make sure you screenshot this and share it with all your family and friends, and showing them how proud you are that you have this many people succeeding and defying the odds in USANA Philippines. I'm sure a lot of those names are familiar to you, so make sure you send them a PM or a DM, slide in there and say congratulations. There you have it. Those are our bronze directors. And since we are talking about bronze, how about something a little bit more? We're talking about $1,000. Sounds nice, right? That's a nice rounded off number right there. Wouldn't you like to earn that in 1 week? I mean, come on, who wouldn't? I trade my day job for that, which I can actually do from home safely. I must just believe that I can defy the odds. And these are the silver directors who did just that. Once again, our silver directors. Can you guess how many we have this time? Earlier, we had 24 bronze directors. This time, we have 46 new silver directors. That is almost double the number of the bronze. That is amazing to see so many people who are succeeding in life, and they are the people who you could maybe reach out to, because I know that in USANA Philippines there is that culture of mentorship and training as well. So definitely reach out to them and maybe ask for a few tips and say congratulations while you are at it. Again, don't be shy. Go ahead and screenshot once you see your friend or your mentor out there and post it on your social media accounts. My favorite photos are those with the families, for sure. And shout out to our hijabi sister right there. Of course, all of those names out there as well. One day, just imagine your name on that screen. So we've met our new directors, we've met our bronze directors, and we've also met our silver directors. So congratulations to all our rank advancers. And this is just episode 1 of our Flexna web series, or Flexna web series, or web serie as we like to call it. And you get all these rank advancers. I am impressed, and you are too. I'm sure that you are amazing what the mind and the spirit can achieve. And with USANA right by your side, what is there to lose? Really nothing. Flexna. If episode 1 of our Flexna web serie was as exciting as this, can you imagine what episode 2 will be like tomorrow? Will you learn more ways to defy the odds? Will you be inspired by more people that you look up to? Will you be motivated by even more rank advancers? The answer to all those is yes, yes, and yes. Even if episode 1 or day 1 of our series is just about to end, here's what you can look forward to tomorrow.
Hello, USANA family, the whole world. 2020 was indeed a challenging year for all of us, and yet we all thrive because we are in the health and wellness industry.
Diba? I am sure that you are all as excited as I am for day 2, because today was just a warm-up. We're just getting started. To defy the odds is just a click away tomorrow. Same time, same channel. So see you on a virtual.